Tov, Shavua Tov. Couple of stories of the Baal Shem Tov and then a teaching from the Baal Shem Tov. So when the Baal Shem Tov was a young guy, before he was revealed publicly as the Baal Shem, his job was to take little Jewish children to Cheder, to the elementary Jewish school. And once he passed in front of an inn, and one of the guys that was there, a young guy, mocked the Baal Shem Tov, mocked him, mocked this Jew. Baal Shem Tov stopped for a moment, looked at him and gave him like a piercing look, looked straight at his eyes. And then looked back to his path, his way, and kept going. And the guy was paralyzed. He could not move, and the earth started swallowing him. He started like going down into the ground, and he could not move or get out of this. He asked for help, and the other people in the inn tried to pull him, and the more they try to pull him, the deeper he goes into the ground. And so the more and more people come, there's like a commotion. They even brought the Galach, the priest of the town, and nothing. He would just keep going deeper and deeper. So they ask him what's going on, and he says, well, the Jew who takes the children to school every day, he passed by and I started mocking him. And he looked at me, and that's it. I couldn't move, and I'm going deeper and deeper into the ground. And so the Baal Shem Tov, and so they realize it's the Baal Shem Tov. Didn't know he is the Baal Shem Tov, but it's the Jew who takes the kids to school. And he says, tell him I'm sorry, that I should not have mocked him. I will never mock a Jew in my life. So they have to go and find the Baal Shem Tov and tell him the message, and the Baal Shem Tov didn't react. The commotion continues as he's going deeper and deeper, and the ground is reaching his neck. He's really deep in. So the whole village basically comes to the Baal Shem Tov. We're so sorry what happened. He shouldn't have mocked you. We will never mock a Jew. We'll never allow harm to be done to a Jew. Finally, the Baal Shem Tov reacts. He comes alone and just pull him off. I think from then on, the town knew, had some sense of what the Baal Shem Tov is. Another story, at the time of the Baal Shem Tov teaching the shul in Mezibush, as people were coming, Dovber of Mezrich, who later would become the Maggid of Mezrich, came, and he wanted to know how great this Baal Shem is, Yisrael Baal Shem. So he came and hung out near the Baal Shem to try to find out. The Baal Shem Tov at first did not reveal anything. It's a couple of days, a few things that happened. I don't remember all the details, but in one moment the Baal Shem Tov asked him to explain a certain page of the Etz Chaim of Rav Chaim Vital, a Kabbalistic writing by Rav Chaim Vital, one of the Mekubalim of Kabbalist of Tzfat that lived at the time of the Rizal. So the Messenger Maggid explains the page to the Baal Shem Tov. Baal Shem Tov says, you explain it well. You have a good head. But you don't have the fire. Then the Baal Shem Tov explained the same thing with such a sense. Not only did the words make sense, but he could feel the teaching. That alone was enough for the Mesricher Maggid to learn who the Baal Shem Tov is, and he became a Mekusher. He became connected to him, and he stayed with him for a few years, and eventually, a year after the Baal Shem Tov passing, he became the Rebbe. He became the new continuator of the teachings of Hasidus. Connects us that the Hayom Yom of today tells a story when the Alter Rebbe went to the Messenger Maggid And after the Pesach of the year 5525, that's 1765, I guess. He heard this maimor, this work that the Message Mary was given over about the Parsha Nachamu Nachamu, the Haftarah that we read this week. This is after Pesach. He heard maimor of Nacham Nachmu. It's not known if that was the first maimor he heard, or the first maimor after 2 weeks that he hadn't heard. Some story. The point is, from that moment, the Alter Rebbe became a kusha to the Mesricher Maggid. You became connected to him. So that's how we connect to this week's Parsha, this week's Haftarah, rather, Nachamu Nachamu, that the Nechama, the speech of the Nechama, that's what connected the Alter Rebbe. But just a generation after, the Mesricher Maggid becomes connected by to the Baal Shem Tov. Baal Shem Tov teach him how to explain with a fire, with a sense, not just the intellect. And a teaching from the Baal Shem Tov, not to make this too long. The parasha of this week spoke about tefillin, the 6th part. We had the Shema, we had the Seres HaDibros, the 10 Commandments, but we had the story of tefillin, and the Baal Shem Tov teaches that the tefillin shel Rosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that God Himself has, at tefillin, are the greatest of the Talmidei Chacham. It's connected to the greatest of the Chacham. And the tefillin shel Yad is connected to the common people, the commoners, the everyday Jews who simply, with a simple mind, pray. And yet, we are to put on the tefillin shel Yad first, meaning the first connection to Hashem, this is Hitkashrus, connecting, is through the spiritual work, the prayer, the actions of the simple Jews. Certainly, the Rebbe adds that the learning and the deepening into the davening, into the prayers with the mochim, with the work of the head, is even above the tefillin shel Rosh. So we can learn from the simple of the people how to do the prayers, and we can connect with the deepest of the thoughts to get to the highest point of connection with the Kadosh Baruch. This comes from a teaching from the Baal Shem Tov. Shavua Tov, a gute Woche.